Hassan, you got a question too.
Yeah. How do you treat your FX audios? I mean, the white noise drops or the simple things that will make variations in your track. How do you treat them? How do you process them? Of course, it depends on the sample, but do you treat them in generally? I mean, do you send them all in a bus and compress or use other effects?
I use everything on the channel itself, and I think everybody has like his own favorite way of, for example, you mentioned white noise, or, you know, when I use white noise, I get the white noise from the ES2. I think I even here, I saved it. Let me show you how I made it before I open preset. Let me check. This is the white noise I'm always using. There's a preset called Techno Chords. And then I just move this one to noise and put it all the way here. This is the white noise I'm using. Well, there was way too much low end, so I cut everything up. Leave it at maybe 1,000, 1,500, something, somewhere around there. And actually I'm using this all the time. This is my white noise drop. So when I play it like this is actually the white noise I'm using. Side chains, of course, but also for my hi-hats. When I want to use it as a hi-hat or a shaker loop, this is the shaker loop I'm using. So it's actually always white noise. And yeah, if it comes to the effects, as I said, it depends. If I use a shaker, maybe it's fun to, you know, in Ableton you have the auto pan. This is the tremolo. I just use the tremolo to pan the white noise around, maybe some reverb on it. I basically use a lot of, well, the reason why I didn't switch to Ableton is because I'm actually in love with the standard Logic plugins and I'm using them all the time. And see, this is kind of how it should sound. I love plate reverbs, by the way. If you're into reverbs, the only thing, the biggest tip I can give, always you use plate reverb, because that's a digital reverb. And I don't know, for me plate reverb sounds so much better. It sounds more natural. It actually complements the sound, because a lot of reverb have their own character. You already it sounds like, I always love those preset names like Big Church number 2, you know, and it actually sounds like a big church. Well, this is basically the reverb. As you can see, it's panning now, the left corner. Well, I think the white noise is done now for me.